Hello everybody, I'm here with another sewing machine. This one is a really simple white sewing machine, but super heavy. Has a large motor, so it can do a lot more heavy duty things. I put a size 14 universal needle in, and you got to make sure you put that needle in correctly. That thing is hard to get in there. But as soon as I got it figured out, and I read the book, here is the book, because this is a white model number 130. Okay, it's like a heavy sewing machine. I had to get my husband to lift it up and put it up on my table. I can barely lift it, or I told him just to lift it up, hand it to me, and then I'll set it on the table. And he said that sounds good to him. Anyway, so I gave it a basic cleaning. It had a lot of dust bunnies and needle points in it. It was very dry, and it needed a lot of everybody always says TLC, but technically it just needed oiled. It hasn't been oiled in a long time. I don't know how long ago this thing has been oiled, but it hasn't been oiled in a long time. So let's go over it a little bit with you here. This is your tension, okay? This is to open this up so you can actually get to your light bulb if you ever need to change that light bulb. This is a basic screw-in light bulb, which I carry these. This here is the foot. This is your foot here. Pressure adjusters. Right now I'm doing a medium denim 2-ply. So you only need to go halfway, or basic cotton. If you're going to do like something super heavy, you go all the way down. If you got to do something a little on the light side, like silk or lace or anything that's real lightweight, you want to go further up. So you push down on this little guy and it pulls it up. Okay, but you need it smack dab in the middle in order to this to sew correctly and pull it through. This here is your feed dog. Feed dogs are the things underneath, okay, that makes the machine run this through, okay. This means up means that you're going to let the feed dogs do the work for you so you don't have to push it through. This means drop. You drop it down, meaning that you want free range and you want the full motion. You're the one controlling it completely instead of the machine doing it, okay. When you're working on a, getting ready to make a bobbin, okay, you want to put your thread in here, okay, and you have it coming from the back, and you have to bring it around this way and hook into this little eye here. See this eye? And into this eye right here. And then it comes down this way, around this and back up this way, and into the bobbin and into here, and then it clicks right down like that, okay? And it will run, and that will run. Everything's in working condition. And then when it's done, sometimes it'll click and sometimes it doesn't. You need to watch it, okay? There is a screw here you could undo. It's just like the Singer. You could do that, or you can leave it go and let it run a bobbin through while you're sewing. But you got to watch this so it doesn't get caught in your belt and everything else, okay? As soon as you see it pretty much full, I would just go ahead and push this up and click it up, and then it'll just sit there until you're ready to say, okay, or you can snip it, you know, here if you want to and pull that thread out, you know, like snip it right here, pull the thread out and set it down, and the bobbin is ready. It's sitting here waiting for you in case you need another one. It's sitting there waiting, okay? When you want to thread this machine, you always want to run it from the back side, okay? Everybody always asks me, why do you run it from the back side? Well, because if you do it from the front side, sometimes there's like little edges here that gets caught on it, and you run it in the back, it doesn't get caught on that. So that's just why I always say run it to the back. And then you put it through this first hole, and then in this first hole, and then you come down here and you bring it up here. You don't want to string it here yet because you need to bring it all the way up this way so this actually gets into the spring. So you got to pull all the way up, and then when you come back this way, it'll automatically go into the spring. So the spring is going to help you. And then it comes down around here and it goes into your uptake. Your uptake's going to pull it through, and that spring is going to be activating your tension, okay? Then it comes down here and then it goes into a hook here and then into the needle, okay? To turn this sewing machine on, there is a button right here and you push it in. That's your little machine. Actually, it is running. You know, you need to unplug it from the wall to keep children not to get their fingers caught in the needle, okay? And if you're going to put it away, you know, put the cover back on it, or make sure the needle's put down, and that way, and it's unplugged, and that way the children won't be messing with it, okay? If you have small children, that's what I would do, okay? Try to think of anything else I need to go over with you. Oh, and this is a bottom feed, so it feeds from the bottom, right? Wait a second, I can get my hand out of the way. right there. Can you see the bottom feed? That's a bottom feed. Okay. All right, let's slide that back in. Okay. And I think I went over everything. I mean, it's all in this book here. She's got a really good book. It even has in here, it talks about her hand needles, different types of thread, how do you set your machine up for the thread, for the different kind of materials like knits, woven, leather, and decorated stitches, which I'm not sure what it says by decorated stitches. Oh, I guess that you use different kinds of thread. Gives you a different look to it. Okay, that's decorated stitches. That would do it. Anyway, so I got my foot down here, and I'm going to let it run so you guys can hear it. And this way that the other person that actually is going to get her sewing machine back and be able to use it will actually have the sewing machine, and she'll know how to use it. Okay, but anyway, let's go on and let you hear it. Let's see, let's back it up. So I'm going to go over here and push this in, and this will back it up. And then come back out, and let's back it up and goes forward again. Oh yeah, it's doing good. And we bring it up here so you can see it. This is the one we just stitched, the back up here. And it's on number 3. I don't have it on the real wide. And you back it up underneath, and it's doing great underneath too. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. And it's sewing really good too. So now this woman can be able to pick up her sewing machine, and she can enjoy it. I'm not sure. She mentioned whose it was at one time. I don't remember. I have so many sewing machines that come in. I can't remember everything people say about their sewing machines. I think what was happening is the needle that she was using was one thing kind of thin, and it was too long for this machine. So I gave her a brand new one that's a universal, and I do sell them. And that way, and then when you travel, you always want this down. Anyway, that you want to make sure the right needle's in the machine, make sure it's the right way. It actually, the flat goes against this little thing. You put the flat back this direction, and it threads to the front. Okay, pretty easy, not that hard to do. It's a really simple sewing machine. She can do basic zigzag, or she can do basic straight stitch. So it's a basic simple machine. If you want a machine something like this, you look for a basic sewing machine. Okay, those are the best ones for people to learn to use, to help them, you know, learn the basic of a sewing machine and everything. And then whenever you're ready to move up, you can always contact me. I always have other ones that go to the next extreme until, well, I don't have that many embroidery sewing machines. I think I still have a few, but not that many, and I haven't got a chance to see if they run real well before I start selling them again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video on this review of the white 130 sewing machine. And I'm trying to think of anything else I need to say. Oh, and if you like watching this content and you want to see more, it's best if you go to the playlist called Interviewing a Sewing Machine. And you can actually click on that, and then every time I upload one, it'll alert you, like email or phone, wherever you want to have it alert you at. And if you want to go and see it, you can go ahead and see it. You never know. You might see one of these days and say, oh, I like the sewing machine. If I ever see one, I know I'm going to go get it. Whatever, you know, you want to do. And if you have a sewing machine like this, I would love to hear from you. So please put something in the comments so I can see what you say about the sewing machine. And if I like to know what the person thinks about that sewing machine. But give me a like. I like to see more likes on my videos, and who knows, maybe I'll get another one done today. And well, have a blessed day, and I'll hopefully hear from some of you about this sewing machine, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.